Hello and welcome to the Getting Found in AI Search Results Answer Engine Optimization AEO webinar that we are running today for landscape, hardscape, outdoor living contractors, those in the green industry. My name is Josh Blakeley. I am the founder and CEO of Landscape and Hardscape Contractor Marketing, and we're going to be diving into all things AI here. So stay tuned for what you need to be doing in your business today to make sure that you are prepped and showing up for Google search. So let's get into it. Now, just before we start on the details of things here too, there are really 9 clear steps that work in terms of the outdoor living contractor landscape industry that's going to help you grow the business and get more sales through online marketing. Now, today we're talking about getting found on AI search, which actually falls into the first category of driving leads through organic methods. It also moves over into the maximizing conversion section here, the reputation, because one of the things that we're seeing with AI search is AI platforms pushing businesses up based on reputation and showing their reputation. So those things are the core of the strategy we're going to be going through today. This all forms what we call our digital dominance method, growth programs that we roll out for our clients. And again, we've got our SEO organic section there, and we're going to be taking a look at what happens between SEO and AEO. How is it different? How you need to be maximizing both. But that's part of this overall strategy on how to dominate online and get more business that way. So let's get into it. So firstly, here's a little bit about what we're going to cover in this webinar. The 2025 updates, obviously AI is huge. It's been changing a lot of things. Search engine optimization is one area it's been impacting a lot. Now we're going to be diving into how that's actually changing search habits, how people, your customers, are searching for businesses online. We're going to be comparing it. What is traditional SEO? What are the strategies there that are still relevant today, and what new strategies do you need to employ? Then what you need to be doing today to start future-proofing your business as AI search starts to take on more of a factor in how people find businesses online. We're going to talk about branding and how this is impacting AI search as well, and really dive into some key strategic, actionable steps there that's going to help build your branding online. And then we're going to look at what is AI seeing as most important. One of the great things about the AI search platforms is they actually reference where they're getting their information from. And so from that, we can reverse engineer what it's doing and give these platforms what they're looking for. So let's dive into the next steps. Make sure that you're focused on here, take notes. If you're a business in this area, dedicate your time to studying the steps in this webinar and implementing what I'm going to be going through. Why listen to me? This is what we do. Our bread and butter is the green industry, landscape, hardscape, outdoor living contractors. And we're a part of the Arizona and California Landscape Contractors Association. So we love being a part of this industry, meeting people, learning more, helping clients achieve more in their business. And we're also wanting to always train ourselves to be better and learn more. So we're part of a program called 7-Figure Agency, some of the best agencies on the planet, always sharing, always up to date on what the latest strategies are coming from. And a lot of what I'm going to be talking about today, we've learned from other agency owners, as well as testing and reverse engineering what's happening for us as an agency and our clients. I also have a book that I've released specifically for the industry, all about digital marketing strategies. So you can get your free digital copy at backyardempirebook.com. It's also on Amazon. You can get the Kindle or the paperback version there. Highly recommend doing that. But, all this to say is this is what we do. This is our focus. We love to get clients results. That is our core focus. We value the people we work with. We always want them to be achieving more. And that is our team's focus on taking businesses to the next level. Here are some of our valued clients that we're working with across the space. But let's get into it. Let's now dive into the details, the practical steps that are going to help you show up more online in this changing world of AI. So to start with, do a little step back. Take a step back and ask yourself, how are you using AI for search today? What do you do in the business? What do you do for personal? There's different ways of doing that. And these search results look different depending on which platform you're using. Think about a service you've recently looked for, or a product you've recently bought. Uh, did you start to use any AI research or AI search within that? Now think about, what do you think your customers are starting to do? And maybe you're getting this feedback. Maybe you're getting people telling you, hey, we found you on Chat GPT. That's happening. Think about how this is shifting how people are now searching online. And what I've done here is actually took a moment to do a few different searches, and it's really searching around the same general term. Who is the best landscaper in Tacoma, Washington, but AI knows where that location is. And we start to see here, this is ChatGPT. It's scanning through, it's giving you a map. It's actually listing out a few businesses: Olympic Landscape, Urban Roots Landscaping, some of the top ones that they're showing there. But it's telling us, you can see here, there's referencing to their websites, there's referencing to Yelp and Lawn Starter, which is a directory platform online for the industry. And then there's some Reddit posts, some direct quotes from people talking about different businesses here as well. So that's ChatGPT. I did the same for Google. Now, before I dive into the Google Gemini result, I wanted to talk about a Google AI overview, because this is Google's section of now how you're searching on the typical Google search platform. If you have this turned on, it will give you these AI overviews. However, this hasn't quite crept into local service businesses too much. The general term I'm searching here is Google AI Overview Landscaping, but you can see it gives you that written overview without showing any websites yet. On the right-hand side are a couple of websites, but that is affecting a lot of other areas of search. We aren't seeing it change completely what we're doing, but what people are using is other platforms like Gemini. So I put in the similar search term, best landscaper in Tacoma, but you can see it's come up with two companies here on the first bit, and Urban Roots Landscaping was referenced in ChatGPT as well. So there's some crossover. Then I used Perplexity. If you haven't used Perplexity, it was really the first AI platform that put out research. It would actually scan and research the internet. The other platforms have all caught up now, and they're doing that. ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, they research, and they have research options there. But you can see here, Perplexity is telling you about these businesses. And again, Urban Roots is showing out just as a second spot. You can see Perplexity here is referencing Yelp. It's got a very clear Yelp profile there. It's referencing Lawn Starter, and it's referencing the company websites. So quite a bit of crossover there. We're not seeing a ton of change in this, in terms of, if good SEO should be what you need to be focusing on still. Is really AEO, answer engine optimization. It's AI analyzing those SEO results. And as I've shown you in those reference points there too, those businesses are all probably on that first page of Google results, but it still shows you it's incredibly important to make sure that you have a website that's optimized for SEO. And we'll dive into some more details around that. So answer engine optimization, now do that. But let's look at some of the other sections that we need to be preparing for with this. So we're now beyond keywords. I wrote an article recently on beyond keywords, that the old method of doing SEO with just building a page and having it focused around a keyword, or keyword stuffing things on different places, that has been fading for quite some time. But now branding is key. Your brand, business, and your offerings need to be referenced and clear across online channels for AI to recognize you as being the reputable business and sourcing you. So you've got to focus on these things. Another part of the keywords is people are starting to be more specific about their inquiries. With Google search, typically it was just, hey, what's the quickest type of search I can put in? landscaping, Tacoma. But now as people are starting to search for other things like specific services, the best search is to do with reputation ratings, and also servicing your area. Even other more detailed things like, do you offer free consultations? Maybe how busy you are. There's these other areas that are now being referenced. So stop thinking about that old way of keywords and move into that. So, core things for branding, what you want to make sure that you're putting out on the internet, website, social media, all these places, specifically focus on what you do, who you serve, and what makes your business unique. So, some of the unique patterns for our industry could be that you do free on-site consultations. Now, most companies are going to do that, but is it on your website? Is it clear that that's what you do? These unique uh, parts of your business that are put out online, AI can reference that. And Alex Hormozy has a great quote. What can you say that your competitors can't say? Years in business is a big one in our industry. Family owned, locally owned and operated. That's another core area here. Dive into that. What makes your business so unique? How can you stand out? Now, think about this. What are some of the key takeaways so far? Do you have that branding positioning out there on your marketing? Maybe you just have it on your physical marketing, flyers and things like that, but is it out on your digital marketing? Are you constantly putting it out there in the form of text, video, website, social media profiles? Now we're going to dive into some other further practical areas. Now, what we're going to look at now is the listings section there. So we saw, so the website launch starter was referenced, or directory site there. But here's the core things. What we're seeing is still the most important. Now, having listings online across the social media platforms, directories, citations is another word for them, has been around in SEO for a very long time. And it used to be really, really important. Then it kind of went through a phase where it became a little bit less important. But now, because we're seeing AI reference it, you want to make sure that you're doing it properly. So properly means making sure your name, address, and phone number is consistent across all of these platforms, but that you're actually on these platforms is the starting point. Get the foundation correct. So Google business profiles, still the most important one. And Gemini is summarizing that on Google searches because it's Google's platform. Bing Places is another really cool one. ChatGPT is summarizing Bing search results, which is owned by Microsoft. But you can sync your Bing profile with your Google business profile. Just go to bingplaces.com. You can set it up to sync over there, so you can do that. Yelp is another one. Yelp has been around for a very long time. It's referenced by Apple Maps. Whether you have a free profile or not, or you're paying for the Yelp service, I would recommend lots of other marketing channels to focus on before doing paid Yelp profiles. But it is part of an all-encompassing strategy if you're wanting to dominate your area. Same with BBB. You can have the free listing, you can have the paid listings, but we are seeing AI reference these, so you've got to be on those platforms. House is another one. You can do free listing, paid listing. We've created our own directory site called Outdoor Spaces HQ, and you can get a listing on there for free. So, go ahead and do this. This is another part of having your business presence listed online. Angie Home Advisor get referenced too, and so does Nextdoor. So, set up profiles for those platforms. Then moving into that is the review strategy side of things. So reviews are incredibly, incredibly important. You've got to make sure, firstly, that you are creating an experience that's going to lead to great reviews. You have to do great work and treat people right, do competent work, and do all those things that you should be doing as a great business owner to get the review here. But now, what I recommend you doing, get it on your Google business profile, ask for the review too, but now also see if you can get those same clients to leave the review on these other core platforms. Yelp, BBB, Facebook House, those are the other main ones. If you can get them to mention you on a Nextdoor neighborhood post or a Reddit thread about, landscapers in your city, that is the next step, because AI loves the content there, particularly Reddit. So focus on that. It's a bit of manual extra work, but it is well worth it in terms of what AI is showing up now. Now, we talked a little bit about SEO and what's important. Now, your website is still has to be done properly, still has to be done with good SEO strategy, good SEO practices. And that really has always been on-page SEO and off-page SEO. So on-page, making sure that you've got content on your site that's the traditional SEO methods and for AI, but service pages detailing, all of the particular services you offer. Don't just have it all just on the homepage. Build out pages, build out service location pages, all of the different cities, areas, neighborhoods you service. Project pages, get projects up on your website, specific pages for each project, which tells AI, tells the reader, tells Google, where it was done, what was done, what products were used, those things, even pricing ranges and things like that. That's being referenced. And then articles, blog articles talking specifically about what you're doing, core things in your area, core things related to your services there. Then the off-page part, still important. You want to be getting links from other websites, and you do that by joining organizations, becoming members, having a social profile set up, finding industry-specific sites to be listed on. Press releases, news articles, getting them done, and any brand mention online is off-page SEO that is very important still. Now, the top thing here I want to talk about is also what we call schema markup. So schema is data on the back end of the website, also known as structured data, but it helps these learning language models understand what the content on that page is about. So you can put this, you can do schema checks, put your website in and it will tell you, but you need to make sure this is set up for all the pages on your website as well. And anyone who's doing SEO properly, they're going to make sure you have an SEO schema on there. Now, the other thing I'll talk to here is, and this is very, very new, is the importance of short form video. To the point here, here's a Google search screenshot that I did just yesterday. And you can see that there's AI mode, there's maps, there's images, but now there's a section there showing short videos. And if you look closely at these videos, you've got 2 from Instagram, 1 from Facebook, and 1 from a website. So this is now being picked up by search engines, what wasn't always the case. So short form video, if you're not doing anything in this space, start moving into doing something here. This is all part of the branding expertise component to it, but all of the social media platforms love short form video. And the great thing is usually, you film it once and you're going to have some short form video. So we're talking, something a minute or less in length, or even 2-3 minutes long, that you can put up on these platforms. But you can connect in with all of the main platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and you can push this out to be seen by people on all of these different platforms. So AI is referencing this content too. Now, quick Q&A. If you had any questions about this, you can go ahead and ask me now. Otherwise, that's the core of it. These are the core actionable strategies that are working for AI search right now. Make sure you stay ahead. Make sure you future-proof your business and do that. I talked about Outdoor Spaces HQ. That's where you can list your business for free, SEO optimized directory. Grab a copy of my book. Again, you can get the free digital copy, or you can go to Amazon. If you'd like to listen in on a podcast where we're interviewing people in the green industry here, or if you'd like to apply to be a guest, you can go to backyardempirepodcast.com to learn even more about that. And if you would like us to do an audit, you'd like to talk through your growth strategy with the business, how it relates with answer engine optimization, Give us a call or go to our schedule page on our website and you can book a time to chat and we'll start to work through that strategy with you. Thank you. This is Josh Blakeley from Landscape and Hardscape Contractor Marketing. Hope you have a great day.